Good afternoon, Rotarians.
Good afternoon,
We're 1 month into this. I'll do it again. Good afternoon, Rotarians. Thank you very much. Welcome to the August 1st meeting of the Rotary Club of Des Moines. Yes, I'm your president, Kevin Kassir, and you are now 1/12 through my president year. So congratulations. Thank you. Tim, you're 11 months away.
I got the countdown going.
Yeah. Want to thank our greeters today, Carter Smith, and our new member, Susie Woolham. So thank you for stepping up, Susie. We do have sign-ups, I guess, Kitty, also in the lobby to sign up for future greeter opportunities. And we also have some good news today. We have a moment of inspiration as well. Someone has signed up for that. Heather Stuyvesant, our communications chair, thank you, Heather, has signed up to do that. You can sign up as well online. Kitty, can you do that on the lobby as well? Yeah, so we need moment of inspiration, folks, and we need greeters, so we've made it easy for you to sign up. So with that, I'll bring Heather up to lead us, and also the four-way test and the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we'll greet other members.
Hello, everybody. Again, I'm Heather Stuyvesant. Thank you for allowing me to lead you in the moment of inspiration today. And today I want to talk a little bit about the power of pausing. Every pause is a field of transformation. So oftentimes in life, we are rushing from one activity to the next, busy crossing off all the things on our to-do list. And if you're like me and you have children, I'm just thinking about what's up ahead and trying to get it all done, right? And so all of this busyness, all of this doing, not a lot of time for being. And it's important to take that pause every so often. And the technique of pausing, it leads us to this wonderful this paradox that the more that we slow down, the more life appears to expand. So in other words, the more frequently we learn to pause and we take that breath, the more often the more space that we're going to feel, not only mentally and physically, but also emotionally. And then our minds become clear as well. So, many musicians, great musicians and authors and artists, they all testify that the real magic, it takes place in the silence, in between the notes or in between the gaps of the words or the images. So this is not just simply a colorful metaphor. It's more than that. So pausing, it can take many forms. It's taking a breath in between, emails, answering emails, or perhaps you get a forced pause. You're running late to Rotary and you hit a red light, and that's a forced pause, right? Or maybe it's just intentionally walking from your car to your home or to the office as a transition. But I noticed that the more that we harvest these pauses, the more life begins to expand. So my challenge for you today, this week, the month ahead, is to see how many pauses you can harvest in a day. And I think you'll notice that your days will become more calm and measured. So with that, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now the four-way test.
Is it truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And now go ahead and reach your answer.
Thanks for all you do, buddy.
Thanks, Heather. Good boss. Great job, my friend. Great job. You missed an opportunity. You missed an opportunity.
Hey, Jordan, how are you? Yes,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to recognize, we have one guest here today. Sue, I'm asking you to stand. Sue Tempero is a former member of the Indianapolis Downtown Rotary Club and a guest of John Tone. Welcome, Sue. All right. We're now at my favorite part of the meeting. I don't know about yours. It's, did you know? So, our first challenge question of the day. If you fell in a hole that went to the center of the earth, how long would it take you to hit the bottom? No, there's a bottom to the center of the earth, okay? To get to the center of the earth, how long would it take you to get there? Anybody? No guesses? No guesses.
10 minutes.
Okay, then. All right, you're that's good, Bob. You're a little off, but not bad. 19 minutes. Takes you 19 minutes to fall to the center of the earth. Now you know. Okay, next one. Interesting picture, isn't it? Kitty, I don't know how you come up with these things, but it's a good one. If you had somebody humming next to you and you wanted to make them stop, what would you do to them?
Hum along.
No, not hum along, not punch them. Give them Lola's hot sauce. You would plug their nose. So now here's what I was thinking of doing, but I want to assure you I'm not going to do this. I was going to test the concept with 60 people here in the room today, but I'm probably pushing it with participation of our members. So we're not going to make you all hum and plug your noses, but if anybody can do it, come in next week, demonstrate it, and I'll donate $50 to the Rotary Club of Des Moines Foundation. All right? So you go home and try it out. Now we have Rotarians on the floor laughing, and we've got one of our co-chairs, Doug Saltzgaber, to deliver.
All right. Well, last week's meeting was discussion of the membership survey that most of you did or should have done. And there were a number of questions that didn't make the survey. So we thought we'd share some of those with you today. Would you, I can't see it from there. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? I guess we'll never know since that was not on the survey. Why do superheroes wear their underwear on the outside? Did you ever think of that? Someone did, apparently. If a Smurf starts to choke, what color will it become?
Red. I have little kids, I've seen it happen in the movies. Red.
All right, along with our humming, do hummingbirds hum because they can't remember the words? Now, we're trying to get a feel for our membership with these questions. It just didn't make the cut. And if you throw a cat outside, will you call it kitty litter? And someone put a disclosure on here. No cats were harmed in the making of this. Rotary Club does not condone throwing or hurt any animal or any living beings. But I thought the cat had a good look on its face. It looked like it was happy. And do you need to set up an appointment to see a psychic, or will they just be expecting you? I don't know. That's all I got.
Thank you, Doug. Now for our program. and I'm pinch hitting today as our plan introductor as they got sick today. So I'm going to cover it without my reading glasses, so I'm going to hold it out to here. I'm so excited for our program today because we have one of our own members, Tafiq Shah, the CEO of Lola's Fine Sauces, here to speak to us today. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been admiring his story and his family's story from afar for quite a while. So Tafiq Shah's story is one of multicultural and generational celebration. The founder of Lola's Fine Hot Sauce is the son of immigrants, a Filipino mother and a Pakistani father. His parents worked their way through medical school and moved to the U.S. with very little. Tafiq's father enlisted in the military. His mother set up a medical practice in rural Iowa. Growing up in small-town Iowa, Tafiq's mother, Lola, was known for her delicious homemade sauces that were always on the kitchen table. Tafiq was inspired by his mother and her talent for using fresh ingredients and from local farmers to create delicious sauces for her friends and family to enjoy. In 2017, Tafiq brought their family recipes to the farmers market in Des Moines. They chose the name Lola's, which was a Tagalog. I practiced it. Word for grandmother in the Filipino culture, as well as Tafiq's mother's given name. The hot sauce was a hit, and in 2016, Tafiq brought Lola's Fine Hot Sauces to the grocery aisle. Today, Lola's Fine Hot Sauce is available in 20,000 retailers and restaurants across North America, the Philippines, and the Virgin Islands. The all-natural product line has expanded to include hot sauces, salsas, drink mixers, and more. But Lola's remain fully in charge of each secret recipe. Tafiq Shah is the recipient of the 2023 SBA Iowa Small Business Minority Champion of the Year, 2023 Iowa Restaurant Association American Dream honoree, and has been named one of Des Moines Register's 2023 top people to watch. In his spare time, beyond running this company and participating in our Rotary Club, he's also on the DMAC Foundation Board and the Board of Directors of the Iowa Center. Please welcome our own Tafiq Shah.
Oh, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, this works. First of all, I want to say thank you, Kitty. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, everybody, for this opportunity. It's been a long time, and you got me back here, so I'm excited to be back and try to get back in action with our fellow Rotary members. So thank you again. Just want to kick things off. Remind everybody there's hot sauce on your tables, so please take some. They're packets, mini bottles, perfect for on the go. You can add it to anything. All right. Well, I'm going to kick this off first. Get this thing rolling here.
Turn it on, Grandpa. It's not on.
Which one?
The top.
Oh, there we go. I think I got it.
The green? Like some green coming on.
You gotta hold it.
Holding it right now.
Okay.
There we go. All right. A little technical difficulties. Awesome. Here we go. So, Kevin, thank you for that amazing introduction. So yeah, Lola's really the star of the show is actually my mom. So, a little background about Lola, and I'm going to dive into why it's called Lola's here in a little bit. But growing up, so my parents are both immigrants. My mom, she's an immigrant doctor from the Philippines. My dad, he's an immigrant doctor from Pakistan. So my dad served 20 years in the U.S. Army, and so my parents, they met in residency in New Jersey, eventually moved to Iowa in the 1980s. The whole goal to move to Iowa was to take care of local farmers. So one of the things that my mom did, she grew up in rural Manila, which was the Philippines, and farming and the culture was really her passion and her background, and she got a chance to take care of those local farm workers. So coming to Iowa kind of reminded her of home. So my parents, eventually they settled in Waterloo. That's when I was born. And then eventually my mom had an opportunity to take over a small medical practice in a small town called Winthrop, Iowa. We had 700 people in my hometown. And there were 20 kids in my senior high school class. So I got to really grow up in the heartland of Iowa. Growing up, every evening, my mom always made sure we had a warm hot meal at the dinner table while my dad was deployed. And it was always served with this hot sauce. So the same hot sauce that you see on the table right there, I see something a little bit different. I see a mason jar just with random containers all over the place, just full of hot sauce that my mom served. And that's the same hot sauce that we're serving today. So I found some of those hot sauces in 2017. My mom had sold her medical practice and came to Des Moines to be closer to family. And I found some of those bottles. Now, my background previously was not in food. I want to reiterate this. This is a whole new venture for me. My background was in finance. I worked at Principal for almost 8 years growing up, and yeah, we had a food day at work, and it just so happened to be a Hispanic food day. And if you're like me, you go to a corporate food day offering, you want to bring something, right? You don't want to be that guy that shows up, eats all the cookies, eats all the tacos, and not bring anything. So I decided, what can I bring? And I found these bottles of hot sauces, and I brought them in for a food day. And people loved it. I kept getting email after email saying, this is the best hot sauce that we have ever had. Where can we buy this? And I said, you can't buy it anywhere, but you can come by my desk, $20 a bottle. Nobody gawked at it. They came, they bought my entire supply. And I'm like, gosh, I think I've got maybe 4 or 5 more cases sit in my apartment somewhere, so I'm gonna bring that to work the next week. And I did, and sold out again. And then, I called my mom and I said, hey mom, we need to make some more of that hot sauce. So we were working full time, and in the evenings, my mom and I, we would make hot sauce at a commercial kitchen here in Valley Junction. So this commercial kitchen was not just any restaurant, it was a bar/restaurant, and the only time we could get in was after bar close. So, bars close at 1 a.m. and it's Valley Junction, so we would come into the restaurant/bar every night or every morning at 1:30. We would make hot sauce. We would bottle them, label them, and then I would load them up in my car, and I would go around town selling them, and I would sell them to local restaurants. I would do the farmers markets, everything from the Valley Junction market to downtown to Beaverdale. And I said, there's gotta be a better way to do this. So one of the farmers markets, Hy-Vee came by, and Hy-Vee said, we love your hot sauce. We wanna put it in our stores. And I said, are you sure? It doesn't have any nutritional facts or anything. They're like, slap a barcode on it, we'll make it happen. So we did that. And fast forward to today, we're now in every Hy-Vee and Fairway, and we've now expanded into over 20,000 different retailers and restaurants throughout North America. And beyond the Virgin Islands and the Philippines, we now export to the Middle East. We also export to South Korea as well. So our brand has really evolved from those days of me making it with my mom and hauling it around. Now my mom, she is still in charge of quality control. So every batch that gets done has to be signed off by her. So every packet, every bottle, Lola approved. A couple of fun things about Lola's as well. So not only are we part of the Iowa TSB, but we're part of the National Minority Supplier Development Council. And we're also registered with the USPAC, which is the largest national NMBE for Asian American businesses. So very proud to be part of those. Whoops. Sticky fingers. Let's see. There we go. So a little bit about Lola's and what makes us different. So there's a lot of hot sauces, and you talk about entering into a competitive market. We did that, and I had that on the hope that my hot sauce, my mom's hot sauce, would be the best flavor, would not burn your face off, would not make you cry. We do have one that will, though, and would just be full of delicious flavor and be healthy. And so those are the pillars of what our business is. And beyond that, some of our things were proudly made in the USA, so that is always something that we really want to push, whether it's sourcing locally, manufacturing local. We want to support American jobs, but beyond that, we're all natural, we're a family recipe, we're kosher, non-GMO project verified, gluten-free, plant-based, low-sodium, keto-friendly, the whole list goes on. So we hit every single health attribute. Coming from parents of 2 doctors, we needed to make sure it was not only tasty, but good for you. So you'll notice a little bit of our different varieties of hot sauces. You're gonna notice some peppers here. Trinidad Scorpion, world's now 3rd hottest pepper. Ghost pepper, world's 4th hottest pepper. Carolina Reaper, world's 2nd hottest pepper. We use the world's hottest peppers for great flavor. Don't let these names scare you. So our whole goal was to deliver jalapeno style heat, but really capture the flavor of every hot pepper on the planet. So don't be afraid if you see ghost pepper, try it, it's good. As long as it's Lola's. If it's not Lola's, it might make you cry. We do have one unique variety, which is our Family Reserve that's on the far left. That one is very, very hot. So that one's not for the faint of heart, but the flavor is awesome. And I think Jason over here had said, I put that in my chili, on my tacos. He loves the heat. So if you love heat, that's for you. A little bit of Lola's original versus the competition. So I wanted to show you. You guys are probably familiar with these brands on the far right. They've been in business for hundreds of years, or two of them I'd like to call McCormick. McCormick owns them. So if you look at the difference between Lola's and these other brands, number one, we're made in the USA, so supporting American jobs. Number two, our sodium is very low. We only have 10 milligrams of sodium, so about a 10th, in some cases a 14th of what these other brands have. And everything that we use is real fresh ingredients. So 6 simple ingredients: red jalapenos, garlic, lime juice, habanero, peppers, vinegar, salt. A lot of the other brands, nothing against them, but they use fillers like xanthan gum, which makes the product thick. It's not natural. Or sodium benzoate, which is not good for you. It's a preservative. So as you can see, Lola's versus the competition, we really want to hit home on flavor, and we really want to make sure that it's good for you. A couple of things that have really propelled our brand forward and have really helped attribute to our growth. 2021, Damon John from Shark Tank, he partnered with Lowe's Home Improvement Stores to find the next best product in America. And I actually applied for that competition. And I remember doing so because it was Damon John. It was, it was kind of sort of in the middle of the pandemic. He had this commercial out there where it was like, send me your pitch video, I'll put you in front of the buyers at Lowe's. And I was bored one day, and I sent in a pitch video. And I got a call back from some producers, and they said, send us a second video. And I did, and then I finally got a call back from Lowe's corporate headquarters. They said, we love you, we're putting you in the top 50, and we want to run you through the program. So I did, and it was just incredible because that really transformed our business during the pandemic. Lowe's Home Improvements, with Lowe's Home Improvement Stores, we finished top 3 in the competition. With that top 3 finisher, we have our products in all 2,200 Lowe's Home Improvement stores. So not only can you find the placement in the grill sets, get your grill, get your seasoning, get some sauce. There's still a great partner to this day. Now Damon John also actively promotes our brand on the side, so it's pretty awesome. A couple of newer awards. Asian Hustle Network, shortly after that, voted us the first national Filipino-American hot sauce brand. We were featured on Good Morning America. Yahoo Finance, Better Homes and Garden just gave us an award this year for the Best for Your Pantry Award. And then something that's kind of on the down low, but I can bring it up, we just won an Inc. 5000 award, so we're excited to see our position reveals coming up August 6th. So a little bit about our brand and how we've transformed and grown throughout the years. Supplier diversity. This is something that I really preach and really active in. So not only are we really good just as a brand, but we're more than a brand. It's about community, it's about supporting everyone, taking an all ships rise approach to everything we do. So locally, I serve on the DMAC Foundation board as well as the Iowa Center. I'm also on the advisory board for Proteus. So I do a lot of fundraising, public speaking within the community. Walmart, which is a huge partner of ours, and I'll dive into that here a little bit shortly. I was at the Walmart open call last year, and I was the keynote speaker in front of all the Walmart executives in Bentonville, talking about how they support our brand, how they support Made in America brands. And I will be there again this year, so I'm excited for that, to represent Iowa and hit home with a large corporation outside, so it's great. As you see, I won the American Dreamer Award, and then I participate in a lot of global conferences to really uplift brands and promote Iowa and what we do throughout the community on a national level. This partnership is probably my favorite partnership. So everybody's familiar with Casey's, right? You gotta have that breakfast pizza with Lola's hot sauce. So Casey's, they are the 3rd largest convenience store chain. This is just truly a testament of Good Samaritans and Iowa supporting Iowa brands. And a large corporation like Casey's, which is publicly traded, believes in a brand like ours, and we actually have co-branded snacks with them. So if you go to every single Casey's store, you will find 3 items. You'll find pretzels, peanuts, and cashews. And we produce a dehydrated form of our hot sauce that gets applied to all of them, and they put our hot sauce on the label. So you get to see that across multiple different states, 16 states, now 17 as Casey's enters Texas. So just a great partnership overall and a great collaboration that we have that's still going strong to this day. This is our full lineup here. So I just wanted to show everybody that we are more than just hot sauce. We've got spicy ketchup. We've got our buffalo sauce, which uses real butter. And then we have a line of salsas. So our salsas are truly delicious. We're using very unique ingredients in these salsas. Everything from our cherry jalapeno, which uses fresh cherries, to our smoked bacon and sweet corn, which is a little piece of Iowa that I wanted to take with me across the U.S. So you can see that. So this is our full lineup. As you can see, there's the mini bottles, and then we also have a sriracha sauce. There was a shortage, so we had to toss our hat in the ring and launch our own sriracha, which we call Lola-racha. One thing about Lola's and what's really attributed to brand growth and how we've really grown our brand is we partner with a lot of distributors. We always like to go direct with a lot of the retailers, but having a great distribution partner is essential to the brand. And so we partner with some of these major ones like Dot Foods, Core-Mark, McLean, Unify, Cisco, KE. There's about 1,000 there's about 200 distributors that we're in. I just put some of the major ones up here for everybody to see. So Core-Mark too, of course, used to be Farner-Bakken, so everybody knows that, I think. Local as well. This shows you our full distribution map, so you can see where Lola's is sold. So enterprise-wide, we are in every single Walmart store in America. We're in Walgreens. We are also in Lowe's Home Improvement stores, and then we're in most regional grocery chains across the U.S. So bringing a piece of Iowa everywhere and sharing Mom's recipes. This is something that's really cool about our organization is beyond just a product and beyond community is we really dive into data. So data is a huge part of us implementing AI and other things to help grow our brand. So we pay for this data that shows us how well our brand is performing against our competitors. And as you can see, we are just crushing it all across the United States in terms of growth. Another thing too about this is there are around 700 hot sauce companies in America. In Lola's, which is based right here in West Des Moines, Iowa, is in the number 28. So we're in the top 3% of all hot sauce brands. And so, it doesn't get a lot of lavish or glamour as some other occupations, but I love our hot sauce, and the fact that we can compete with some big giants like McCormick and others from here is a real testament of the support and community behind our family brand. This shows just a little bit of dollars and growth, so we like to really work closely with our retailers, so we have great partnerships with Hy-Vee and Meijer and Walmart and Fairway. Our brand has just grown within these retailers, and the more we grow, the more products they want to add, the more stores that we grow in. And so, for example, like Hy-Vee, you can go to Hy-Vee, they carry all of our product lines, but we also have a Lola's Brat. So if you go to the deli counter, you can find a Lola's Infused Bratwurst. We have co-branded snacks coming out with Hy-Vee. If you go to Fairway, we have a co-branded hot honey coming out that's going to launch next month. And then Walmart, of course, they carry our entire product portfolio across all 4,000 stores. A couple of things I wanted to show, just some innovations, and just wanted to show what we have. So beyond just products, we create display vehicles, and we call those shippers. These shipper items are vehicles and displayers that come preloaded so that they can, be set up in the store and sold. And we came up with one with mini bottles, so you have mini bottles on your table. You'll now start seeing these come across all your stores. We also do gift sets as well, creating 4-pack varieties and all kinds of fun things there. And then we have our core shipper cup, which has a beautiful photo of my mom. I don't know why my face is on that. I'll have to talk to Marlene. But those are our shipper displays that get sent into stores. So yeah, just portfolio activations. Another thing that's Lola's does really well that I feel that's really one of our fastest growing pieces of business and within the community is food service. So how can we add a little spice to your life per se? How can we implement it into a fish taco or put it as a, mix it in with a pasta? So we're working with different restaurants within not only locally, but nationally to create new items. So for example, we are launching with TGI Fridays. They are bringing in our Carolina Reaper hot sauce, and they're creating a Carolina Reaper burger. So it's going to be mixed with a mayonnaise base in their restaurants and topped on a burger, and then it's also going to be applied to a chicken wing. So we're coming up with different innovations to try to spread Mom's flavors across the U.S., and my mom does it all. So that's her role. But yeah, that's Lola's in a nutshell, and super proud to be a Rotary member and share a little bit about our brand. Hopefully educate you guys a little more and share some flavor. And we'd love to take any questions if you have any. Yeah?
Tell us the evolution of your manufacturing process. Surely that's changed big time.
Big time, yeah, it's a good, very good question. So, it used to just be my mom and I in the kitchen, and it was our kitchen at home, which I found out after doing the farmer's market, you can't really do that. You gotta get like registered and stuff. We did it anyway. But anyways, yeah, so the evolution of our manufacturing is we started small batch scale with our local kitchens, and now we have 5 different manufacturing plants across the US and Canada as well. So we have one locally, we have a few that are out of state, and then we have one in Toronto that handles our Canadian.